What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another OneHive War Recap video versus Immoral Thieves that took place just before the weekend started. To show respect and a solid to Immoral Thieves, I've not delayed the upload of this video so that it doesn't burn bases unnecessarily for the CWL. So sorry for the delay, but that's the reason. This was a pretty even fight. And it went down to, as always, the way it should. And it's similar to a CWL matchup as far as weights and breakdowns, where we had, I believe it was 4 Town Hall 11s and about 8 to 10 Town Hall 10s and the rest 9s. OneHive, this was a random match. OneHive did have 2 extra, if I'm not mistaken, 2 extra 9.5s. We'll look at that real quick. But for the most part, all things considered, this was a pretty even match. Because it's all about the 11s. Anybody will tell you that. So 94 to 92, great job to Immoral Thieves. 86 to 84. This is kind of what I anticipated the new magic number to be between 84 and 86 post update. Hi, baby. Bounce out of here. Let's take a look at what Immoral Thieves did to our side. They doubled the top 4 Town Hall 11s. And I believe we had about 10% combined advantage on the top 4, 11 being doubled as well. They cleared all our Town Hall 10s but left 2 Town Hall 10s uncleared. That was the difference maker. And I know that Khal Drago is a Town Hall 10. So 15 is the line. And of course, they cleared all the 9s. And then we doubled their top. And 71%, which is what we'll start out the recap. We'll come back to that. Cleared all the Town Hall 10s as well, mainly from dips, just being real. Some really close 10s, though. That's really, really close calls. And then the rest of the 9s, of course, cleared. Let's take a look at where their 10 stopped. Rahi, yeah. We had 2 extra 9.5s or 10s because Quay is a 9 here. Their 10 stopped at 12. Ours actually would be 3 from that. Wasn't a fair fight. They had a harder obstacle to overcome. Let's start with number 4, Yudi. 10 on 11. Doing a mass bowler. Stoned. I think it might even be quad. We'll see in a second here. But the percentage on this was huge. And whenever you're 10v11s, it matters a lot. Because 11s are still, even though the percentage of clearing them has gotten higher post-update, it is nowhere near like 50. It's not a sure thing. Not even freaking close. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, really interesting design of an attack here. But yeah, I mean, you just don't commonly see a swarm of bowlers all on the outsides with golems to help mitigate some of that damage. But there was a lot of free trash on the sides. So for basically 6 troop space, it gives you about 3 to 4 trash structures for percent, and then you use the main golems. Push of the kill squad towards that 6 o'clock position with a jump and rage and freeze to make sure he gets that dive for the town hall, if you will, and gets it. Both abilities still in hand. Just a really, really nice attack that you don't quite often see 10 versus 11. I'm not saying bowlers. I'm saying this attack strategy that he did. At least, you know what? At least I haven't. So I thought it was interesting. Wanted to put it out there. And the percent alone warrants a great shout out to Yudi. That was a nice plan in a very tough war. I mean, this was a very, very tough war. Go to ×4. Nice job, Yudi. Doubling Juggernaut. Okay, and then we'll bounce out of here. And let's go down to 13. Quay. Really like Quay's use of the Ice Wizard. 4 corners in the huts, and he has 3 archers specifically for that. Really good fundamentals being observed and executed right there. Starts the queen walk here for a poison. No need for a rage for this encounter, as she only encounters 1 point defense while she tries to take down the queen. A good rule of thumb is you don't need a rage or ability if that's the case. If it's an expo, though, then you have to usually consider ability or rage or 2 point defense. Simultaneously bringing down the queen is a good rule of thumb to keep for you Town Hall 9s. That's the baby. Nice walk. We'll go to ×2. It takes a little bit here. As she continues to walk down, being backed up with the wizard. Alright, so here's the part that I really wanted to see. With a healer behind his golem. And then a few ice wizards, and that's the way you want to use them. A few ice wizards to bypass the trash buildings and go straight for the defenses. Good. Sparingly used and surgically placed. Ice wizard is pretty OP. That's for sure. It definitely makes the attack go a lot smoother, and there's some return on investment of that troop space. So I didn't think it would be all that useful, but I stand corrected. There's definitely some good utility here as we're witnessing it here. Not opposed if that came back to the game. I think that'd be quite interesting to bring. I just don't think it's going to be an equalizer. So double jump goes down. Royals healthy. Ability still in hand. Bowlers behind the golems. Just recipe for success with healers following and healing everybody back up. And then sprinkling in the hogs and getting the fuck out of there. Got a 1 heal for them. Taking away just some satellite defenses. 2 per each defense. That's just my baby. She agrees. Heal down for that Tesla semi-farm, I guess. There's 2 of them there. It's not really a farm, but that Tesla trap, if you will, which is really nice. And then the hogs converge on the last part. Almost didn't matter because there was a heal there anyway, but it was just a really nice, clean attack. Did forget the HUD at the top, but it didn't matter because his army was going to end there. And I think that's what he was thinking as well, thinking about the 4 corners. Nice job, Quay. Sexy as usual. Let's take a look at Mayic doing a mythical creature. I'm just kidding. He's doing a D's nuts. Double Zap Quake Dragon Wallow. Love that attack name. Alright, so BK tanking for the queen. Doing a naked walk. Or is that I don't even know. Is that commando? What's the difference between naked and commando? Let me know. I like to be cool with these terms too. Basically, the BK is taken for the... I'm being facetious. BK is taken for the queen. She'll get one of those air defenses. Zap the other 2 already. Hi! And got 1 air defense left for Loon. Hi! For 11... God, this kid is distracting. With the sweeping dragons coming down here, I don't understand the 3 baby dragons. Like, I still have not seen them wreck face. I mean, yeah, they took out the dragons, but they were already wounded. So I'm not convinced that was the reason. Gets most of the things that he's looking for. This bow is set to ground, so it's really a non-factor. As the 2 dragons on the far right get slowed down by that freeze and then continue to be back up. Their only real threat is these Tesla farms coming up, and I'm pretty sure he's going to send this Lalo, 2 hounds, 10 loons, and a behind the dragons, if I'm not mistaken. There they go. Just making sure that there was enough of those storages taken down from those dragons before he started his Lalo portion here to help sustain his dragons, because they're not only his only cleanup troop left, they will help basically the rest of his Lalo portion he has going on here, because his the more he keeps his pups in the air, the less he'll fight the time at the end. It's unfortunate that one of those hounds is not busted yet, but it is fortunate that that queen locked onto it. Hopefully he can get that to bust, because that would really help him out with cleanup troops. And I think he does get it to pop right at the right opportune moment. It was really nice that he waited so long and the pups get the queen before he started that Lalo portion, realizing that it didn't quite go with the wave of what he was hoping for, but it was still really good execution in order to pull down that 3. to adjust on the fly with that. So nice job, Mayic. Let's get out of here and go down to number 19, the GOAT. Doing a baby greatest of all time. Doing a baby dragon attack, a queen charge. This baby following me again? This is why I need an office. Okay. Where is he starting? Down here on the bottom, queen walk. Hi. Okay, go play. Baby dragon on the left. And a dragon valkyrie barbarian combination, which is interesting. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Forces a rage, which is fine because he would need that for the dragon anyway. But does have to use the ability, which I don't think was planned. But why be better safe than sorry? So kind of a scary moment here where he has an ability already used. Can you please stop? Thank you. Already has the ability used, but does have 2 rages left. Queen walking on the outside after a wall breaker fail. Really nice adjustment on this. Rage down for that queen. As a few healers get picked off, but he definitely will get 3 air defenses no matter what. Golem, BK, and bowlers tanking for that queen. Taken to get to the queen, rather. And a lot of the air targeting defenses that are on the right. And this base being all spread out like this with a lot of the easy trash is a way to try to make Lalo harder because it's longer for loons to travel to objectives. You have to be pretty good with your timing of your hound behind loons. Usually it's the loon first if in these situations because they travel slower than the hound. Queen is by herself with no ability, but was able to break through a wall and get the last air defense and Tesla as she goes down to the expo. I mean, that was clutch right there. Started the baby dragon on the left side to clean up the trash ring. There's no threats to that baby dragon at the 9 o'clock position. With bowlers behind his BK, still taking out the sweeper and air defense that would leave the expo as the last thing that would be any threats really to his baby dragons. He has 1 left. Just really good execution and being patient after something didn't quite start out the way he wanted it to, which is another reason why I picked this raid for a recap. I just think it's everywhere you see overpowering 3s, so I like these attacks more. I think a lot of people watching videos get something from them. I respect them a heck of a lot more too. I'd rather see these raids. But great job, GOAT. And let's go down to 28 to end this video. Fretzy Vinyl. I'm saying that wrong. Fretzy is what I'll call it. I think he's doing a tri-hound. Just a few minions to clear away some trash for his dragons. Sends 1. I believe this has to be a cleanup if you knew that was a... Unless he's fishing out Black Sams. I'm going to go look to see if this was fresh or not. But use some loons to fish out some Black Sams that would do a heck of a lot of damage to his dragons. And some of their DPS is wasted on a loon because of the sheer hit points difference. That they don't get the full value of that trap if they're used on low hit point considerably to dragons. And so with the dragon's clear shot, once they get to the queen, once they get to this line, they're going to stop everything that they do and go straight for her. There's another Black Sam fished out. If not, it was to distract the queen ever so slightly. With the poison goes down, he still has 2 dragons up after they take down the queen and start working on the town hall. And he's got 2 air defenses gone already. And look at the sweeper placement on this. Can't have both set the ground. That is not a good idea nowadays. Sweeper like that, sweeper like this. So he just basically starts the Lalo from the bottom and keeps the hounds in front of the loons. Fretzy has always a great Lalo attacker. haste in the right spots, zooming past Tesla farms and wizards, and then being healed right back up so that they can take the next encounter. 3 loons for the back end, heal for the core, and 1 more haste to ensure that he gets to that last air defense, which that hound is going towards. That will slightly distract archer towers as the hound passes by, but when the hound gets out of the range of that archer tower, the loons are right on top of the archer tower, and that is that. Really nice raid. What a ×4, because I really just want to see if this was fresh or not. I would suspect it was not. Could be wrong, though. Let's check that out. Whoop. Do that. Yep, clean up. Let's wait. Frets 28. Yep, clean up. So you knew those Sams were there. So nice job to Immoral Thieves. Respect out to you guys. Good luck in your wars. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than the double, and I will check you next time.